Good evening, Beekeeper here. Welcome. It has been a long week, but aren't they all long weeks these days? And I have once again exceeded the service ceiling of the Strigety. You will perhaps forgive me, or perhaps join me. We are on a journey together after all. See, two viewers thus far. For the stream and for posterity, I'm going to go on and drop a couple of things in here up front. We are going on over to the game momentarily here. Let's go on and get our music brought up there. That be in the background, but we need to talk about a couple of things here up front. You will notice the slug across the bottom of the screen. Trans rights are indeed human rights. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Pardon the sexist language of the original document. Something I believe in. And in the spirit of equality and mutual aid, let me drop a couple of links into the chat. We have a intersex friend with a trans partner and household support that have had very serious issues. They are in an unfriendly state to begin with. And if you could see your way, if you are feeling in a generous mood or in the spirit of mutual aid to moving around, these are worthy links to pursue. Let's go on and get that out there. I'm also going to review a little bit from last session. We had to work with Anbu to run at a couple of points, several points. There were thunderstorms, and there was a heat wave with burning sands, and there were poison clouds, and it's getting very hectic. It feels as if the game is slowly turning up the bad stuff meter as we accumulate days. That there is going to come a point where it's going to be very difficult to survive. Your curve is going to go all asymptotic on you. But we picked up a new achievement last week. It was with all the exercise, Anbu's heart rate rose, and we achieved the Doki Doki Waku Waku achievement in the game. Now, for those of you who may not know the idiom, it is a Japanese phrase roughly translating to heart-pounding excitement, used in movie trailers and by sportscasters, that sort of thing. We got Anbu's heart rate up to aerobic levels. For a kaiju, that's 6 beats per minute. We hit 6 beats per minute on a critter that's On a slow day doing like 1.7. Anbu's heart, I would imagine, is a very complex thing. It would have to be. It couldn't just be massive. You'd run into fluid pressure and exit velocity issues and all sorts of things. I'm thinking it's probably a multi-chambered progressive effect, but yeah, it's going to take time for a ripple to pass through such a massive set of muscles and keep the fluids moving. So let's just go on and get going here, shall we? Got one viewer out there, thank you, whoever you are. Let's to our game. Resume. Old roads to increase your villagers' walking speed. Oh, looky there, we have nomads ahead of us. That's a poison forest. That is a cold snap. Cold snaps are ignorable. We've got some excitement already. We've got a scavenging going on. We've got nomads. These are poison nomads. Let us have a quick look here, and we have 16 beds. There's no way we're picking up that many people right now. Rare Dragon, welcome. Glad to see you. Greetings. I'll repeat since you just joined. We got an achievement last session. Doki Doki Waku Waku. All the running to escape from thunderstorms and such gave us it brought Anbu's heart rate up to where we achieved heart-pounding excitement. We're going to need to feed Anbu so that we can try and avoid these stupid rocks. Anbu still won't ignore the rocks, and that's being a problem. We're going to hit the nomads any second here. I don't know if they show up here. Hop over and see if we see them at Anbu scale. Look like it. We are going to pick them up. It would be cruel not to. This is one healthy person, 2 poisoned people. Our doctors will be able to take care of them with an import order. We have a full staff doctor. We are going to pick up an herbalist person. We have 2 unemployed. I'm going to check my worker posts here. That one's maxed. That one's maxed. This one is general workers. Let's add 1 general worker if we can. These are carriers. Okay. Carpenter. Stone. Kitchens. Mill. Farm. They brought back 34 sand for the glassmaker. Oh, excellent. The glassmaker will be very happy to get the sand. We have... I'm going to see if we can add another person at that farm. I think we ought to see about that. We have... Yeah, we were short on glass to finish this cottage. Let's get back out here. Oh, I'm just gonna fall asleep any moment. We don't want to... We needed to tell Anbu to stop now. Lie down. Before we hit that cold snap. Oh gosh. Lie down before we hit that cold snap. Anbu's going to go to sleep on us. Whew. That was a close one. I need to keep an eye on multiple levels here. This game gets a little more hectic as it goes. I was commenting earlier that it seems like... Give Anbu a second. Excellent idea, says Anbu. Let's nap. We are going to take some poison here. That's just going to be a thing. We're going to, however, not be in there while Anbu is snoozy. So, let us go and send some people to there and go and get that over with. There's a lot of scavenging to be done here. Crossroads coming up. Don't have an opinion on it yet. Can't see far enough. What has happened to our scout tower? Dagnabbit, what is it missing? It's missing glass, of course. We needed that sand. Wow, did we need that sand. Are there any more dunes that we can see? That doesn't look like a dune. That's not a dune. Fine. We gotta find more sand. We are dire for... We are really dire for sand to make glass. A lot of things are requiring glass here. We have finally, there we go, we got the glass. We're now in a repairing state. Hello, Timothy. Thank you for announcing. Oh, that's lovely. They brought back 13 herb, but they get poisoned, and so that'll use up some of the herb they found. That's okay. We're going to go hit this forest. Forests and groves have gotten a little chancy, I have noticed. We are more often hitting the, hey, there's some magic going on here thing, and we're at 68%. Anbu is still so very, very tired. Let us let Anbu rest for some time. We will occasionally have a problem here. There's going to occasionally be somebody poisoned. That's just a thing we're going to deal with. We have no unemployed. We have, at this point, 83 people and 96 beds, so we're at 13 beds available. Just because I like having a big buffer, I'm going to drop in one hut here. Let us harvest those trees and get out of harvest marker mode and just tag those individually to get them out of the way. This is still going. It still has 42 wood. The sawmill. Now the sawmill could use another person. There we go. Our scout tower is up. We're just waiting to have somebody that we can put in. I'm going to go cancel that call for a general worker. And at this farm, cancel the call for a worker. We gotta find somebody to work here. Oh, for heaven's sake. The red-tailed hawk cry is a little much. They brought back 12 wood. Okay, good. Let's go for this one. Onbu is still asleep. Onbu is going to be asleep for some time. That keeps us out of the cold snap for that long. We're doing wheat, which is not optimal, but it is viable. And beets. People are going to get a little tired of it. We have another wheat farm over here so that we have more available. We've got plenty of water. We get 400 buckets of water stashed. This is going to have to do something about this. Let's get that. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's something going on. They brought back wood. Okay, they have successfully scavenged out there. Let's go send them to the mine. I doubt that, let's see. I'm gonna have to find someplace I can release somebody so that I can get... Where did I add somebody? I added folks in a lot of places, and I don't want to let them go now. Our stone cutter. How is our stone slab doing? We got a lot of it. I'm going to release a person from the stone cutter. There we go. That fixed our problem. We have expanded vision, and there we go. There is a dune out there. It's a heck of a long way, but there is a dune. We can get more sand so that we can make more glass. And where are you going? That is a small spore cloud. Just a little poison. Just a little toxicity. Let us wait until we pass the cold snap before we make a decision as far as the crossroads. I want to see further out on the northeast, we'll see further out this way, northeast. Onbu is at 36%. Onbu's poison is only at 15%. And by the way, oh hey, the cottage has been constructed. Good. Good. Cottage has been constructed, new hut has been constructed. We are at 106 beds. We are spectacular for housing now, and our housing quality has come up a little bit. We're up to 8%. We could do better. I'm working on it. There's a matter of, converting huts to cottages. Let's see. some of the idols are going to be like the village doctor. I would be willing to bet that all three of these at this point. This one, needs are all being met, and they're just moving to food stand. Oh, we lost some dirt road there. We need to fix that. Let's drop in a bit of stone road. Simply because we can. Fix that. We have converted some of this road to stone. We're getting accelerated speeds here. I see a section of road I need to convert here. I'm going to do that. Get started on converting that road to stone because it's a very highly traveled road and it'll speed up traffic immensely if we convert it to stone. You can see people picking up speed when they hit this stretch of stone here. Our workers cranking away at it already. Got a worker working on it. That's going to get done fairly quickly. Okay, we had an event. We brought back 5 iron. Brought back 5 iron ore. We want to go hit that dune. Go. That is going to take some time. We want to let Anbu awaken at Anbu's own schedule here. We are at a medium toxicity level due to the ground toxicity. We are exposed to it while Anbu is resting here. This is a necessary evil. You're going to have to suffer a little bit so that Anbu is well rested when we get ready to go. The cold snap is not a bad enough thing to get Anbu to run, so we're just going. Anbu is a precious creature, yes, absolutely. Our very lives depend upon Anbu. You know, we are riding on Anbu's back here to survive. There's a lot to be done. Oh, and there is an achievement that I am going to be looking for. It's called Spa Day. We have to pet Anbu, feed Anbu, give Anbu an antidote, and give Anbu a healing all in one day. Anbu's going to be hungry when Anbu awakens. So we are going to feed Anbu straight away. Okay. How's our windmill doing? Oh, we had somebody poisoned. Not anymore. There went the doctor. That's why I don't disable the doctor and keep the doctor running, because it's really quite critical. Alright, we are processing wheat into flour. Waiting for pickup. Bakery over here has, well, they are full up on flour. They're being kept supplied. Not a problem. There is a worker here seeing to this. So that's doing just spectacularly. I'd like to get more bread work. get more bread going, I'm going to need another windmill and another bakery, and that's going to take a lot more people. Anbu has awakened. Fire off the feeder. Still preparing. For some reason taking a while. Did Knucklehead go off for... No, it's midnight. We had to wait for a person to show up to do the job. Okay, we kind of pulled in the on-call person there. Whoop, there it went. Chomp. That will settle some of Anbu's hunger. We're just ignoring the cold snap. It's a thing. Oh, we have nomads. The question being, will we intercept them? Okay, we are at 18, we're at 21% here. That's a key, that's really key. Because we are at 21%, and we're still maybe dropping, we'll have to give it a moment. There we go. Arrows have gone off. We've stabilized at 21%. Good. I'm going to fire off another feed, which will get Anbu down to 1% as far as hunger goes, and maybe Anbu will not try to eat the damn rocks. Anbu wags its tail. Anbu is happy. It is cold, but Anbu is well rested and well fed and well cared for. One thing I've noticed is that this game is very concerned about idle people. And it seems a little well, Calvinist or capitalist or something. That it's constantly fretting over, oh my gosh, we have people who aren't doing anything. Well, oh hey, they brought back 28 sand. Spectacular. And we can see further on, which way is that going? It's going that way. Bugger. If we pick up the nomads, we also risk the thunderstorm. If we go this way, there's a small spore cloud, but there are no nomads. So to have a chance of picking up people, we have to deal with the thunderstorm. I'm going to go for the people. Whoop. There we go. That gets Anbu fed a second time. At which point, Anbu will hopefully ignore these fool rocks. I really hope that Anbu is going to ignore these rocks. Good Anbu. Good Anbu. Anbu has ignored the rocks and kept going. So we are going to pet Anbu. There they go. There they go. They're going to give Anbu head scritches, I think. Something like that, it seems. Anbu wags its tail. Oh my. Oh, that was just adorable. Oh dear. The whole hanging the tongue out the side there was just absolutely adorable. Oh my. Okay. Right. Let us zoom back down to this level and just sort of give it a little bit of look here. Alright, I see more road that needs to be converted to stone. We're going to start with this stretch here. Back out to our map. Where are we? We are... Gosh, I think, yeah. We didn't have a expedition party out. Oh, and that's a ruined settlement. We have to get a party off there, but that won't be a problem. Really don't think it's going to be a problem at all. Those folks, we're going to miss them. Bloody heck, we're going to miss them. There's just no way, even if we tell Anbu to run, I don't think we're going to get there in time. They're going to keep traveling way the heck down there. And, well, my timing was not good. Well, foo. We're going to change direction at the last moment. And we're going to parallel the course of these nomads and see what we can do about maybe trying to pick them up. We'll just have to cope. Small spore cloud here does have a long track and looks like it is proceeding. Yes, it is in fact proceeding out of the rectangle. Excuse me. Pause here. not a product endorsement, but I have here a bottle of Manhattan Special. It is an espresso coffee soda made in Brooklyn by a family-owned company in small batches. It's been around for a very long time. Encountered it when I was living in the Bronx, and well, the shipping on a 6-pack of bottles is really prohibitive, and once a year I get a 6-pack of this stuff and make it last. It is so good, though. I try to do something nice for myself, something I enjoy once a month at least, I deserve to have nice things. We all do. Alright. That is clearing. So I don't think we have a problem there. And... oh, a settlement! And more tasty rocks. Bugger the tasty rocks sideways. Ugh. So tired of the tasty rocks. Find something new to harass me with, at least, please. Okay. Next stretch of Stone Road goes here to there. Disassemble that hut. Replace it with a cottage. Alright, they brought back iron ore. I need to go out to here and reassign them to go to the settlement. Here are these nomads. It looks like that distance is narrowing. Like there might be a point where we might intercept them. I'm really hoping that we'll figure something out. I would really like to pick those people up. Okay, there's the spore cloud, but the rectangle is green. And it is moving away from us, so we've got the timing on that at least. We don't have to deal with the thunderstorm, which rapidly back and forth and causes all sorts of knocks down buildings. You have to have materials to repair them. It's yada 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 yada. You know the story. Okay, apparently road work gets an automatic priority because I'm seeing all these workers jumping on road building really quick while taking down the hut. Put a cottage where in the space. Then prioritize the cottage. Okay. This kitchen makes beet soup. They're fully staffed. This one makes better than usually. They're fully staffed. Not keep the berry muesli in stock. There was a big patch of berries. Here, let us go very carefully as not to touch the spine. Mark those berries for collection. Glassblower needs sand. Glassblower always needs sand. We have 2 settlements ahead. Tasty Rocks and a cold snap. A long cold snap. We are maybe going to want to run through that. That looks like a very long cold snap. Cottage is constructed. Alright, that went nicely. Quickly. How we doing? 104 over 83, and housing quality is up to 9%. We've brought our housing quality up that little bit much more. Okay, this next one's going to get tricky. They brought back 25 bread. Nice. I'm going to go on and fire off the settlement. Don't see a dune. That's a quarry, that's an oasis. I don't need water. I've got... We have water. We're fine on water. Hello, Andy. Greetings. How you doing? Anbu is doing well. We have recently gotten Anbu past a patch of tasty-looking stones by feeding Anbu enough that Anbu simply wasn't hungry. Sleep has been a little bit of an issue. We're going to probably need to rest Anbu before we hit the tasty stones because we have a long cold snap there, and I don't know, it's just a cold snap. I don't want to run through a cold snap. It just seems not right. Tasty rock, yeah, that's bugger the tasty rock in the ear. I do not like the tasty rock. The tasty rock is a problem. Mentioned earlier, we did pick up an achievement last session with all the running. We got Anbu's heart rate, which right now is running at 3 BPM. 3 beats per minute. We got Anbu's heart rate up to 6 and achieved Doki Doki Waku Waku. I don't think we're going to be able to meet those nomads. Their dotted line is running out. Anbu wags its tail. We have got Anbu in a good mood at this point, and I am very happy about that. Anbu is content with life. Anbu is keeping their toxicity level low. They're being fed. They're being rested. They're being petted. We now have the Anbu health is at 100%. In a way, that's actually a little bit of a problem because we have an achievement called Spa Day. We have to feed, detox, pet, and heal Anbu all in one game day. And that unfortunately requires Anbu's health to be down, which we don't really want to have happen, but we can't get the achievement, and we can't get an achievement for healing Anbu unless Anbu has an owie. And I have such mixed feelings about this because I don't want Anbu to have an owie. Oh no, for the achievement though. But I... Oh, look. Are those traveling nomads? Maybe. See a dotted line. And they're in a warm climate, and we could really use getting out of this cold weather for a little while and getting into hot weather. You know, I'll avoid the green and the temperate weather, actually, because it's just bloody dangerous. That's where most of the most poison is. Scavenging, 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 scavenging. We are definitely going to want to tell Anbu to lie down for a few. Waiting decision. You encountered a group of settlers looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Of course we will. We'll always take in people. We got 2 healthy people and 2 hungry people. That's 4 people total. That's a lovely thing. Anbu needs a rest. Anbu is sleepy. Anbu may decide to go snoozy now on their own. Oh, look at the tail going. The tail is very good, yes. And Anbu sleeps. We will send our party here to the other settlement, and we need to go see. We have 4 unemployed people. Good gosh. Well, I can think of several places where we could use a few people, let me tell you. Let me go here first to the general workers and pick up a person. Let us see about getting our sawmill up to staffed a little bit. Glassblower I'm going to leave alone. We just don't have enough sand on a regular basis. Anbu Kitchen is doing just fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Stonecutter has been keeping up. About where we have... Oh, we have a mine out here. Quarry here. This quarry needs to be taken down. It's got no rock. Mining boulders. It's got no... Alright, we're gonna deconstruct it and release the workers. That's a defunct quarry. A decontaminator, compost heap. They're keeping up okay. Let's go on and add 1 person. Alright, and 1 person working in the skunk works. I hope they're well compensated. We wanted to do another windmill. And I want to do the windmill close to the existing one. Let us go to food and go to windmill. And I'm going to put this windmill here. And once that windmill is constructed, then we will see about how things go. Got 3 unemployed, and we're gonna want 2 of them right away into the windmill. So let's just let that happen. out to here, waiting decision, and ooh, another 4 people. We need another farm. And I see just where to put it. First, build an air well. Build a water tank. Then we're going to build a farm. Put the farm here. Go here and zoom to there. Knock that down. Okay. We're going to have a number of idle people for a little while. I'm going to want to add a cottage and a hut. Go. Want to get my housing up a little bit so that I can then take down the rest of these huts at this end and replace them with cottages. I'm gonna have to take down 2 in one go here, and that's going to be 12 beds we're going to lose. So I've got to have the beds to be able to lose them. Alrighty, let's see. I think I'm going to go on, look at we put in another scavenger hut. Yes, we can. We go to road, and road goes there. Okay. People gonna be busy for a little while. Let's go look at, here's general workers. Okay. That leaves me 5 unemployed to draw from when various things get built, and we will just see what happens. Got a lot of stuff happening here. Water tank is up, windmill is up. New windmill is up, has a person. Is now producing. Now that we have new windmill, we need new bakery. New bakery goes next to existing bakery. But dirt road. Farm constructed. Farm is over here. Farm has 2 people. Farm needs plots added. Okay, we will add plot. Boom. Boom. Okay. Pardon my lack of commentary. A few minutes here. Ooh, open map. We have things going on. Yes, let us get you out to there and you out to there. We now have 2 scavenging parties going. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Alright, we are down to 1 unemployed. And we have added a bunch of stuff. We've added air wells. We've added... I'm going to add 1 more air well while I'm thinking of it. Air well. Here we go. These are basically evaporators. Woo, indeed. We have definitely reached a woo moment here. Look at the size of this. We've got 4 farms going now. This farm is doing beet. That's fine. That's a good thing for them to do. It's really one of the only 2 options available right now. Let's get that road connected. Whoop! Anbu is awakening. Anbu's hunger is at 21%. We are going to need to feed Anbu so that Anbu will pass up the tasty rocks. We're going to let Anbu get to motion here. Alright. Anbu has awakened. It is time for a Scooby. We will get this working. Those dang rocks again. Yes. The game has been dropping those rocks on me a lot. Oh my gosh. I have not seen Anbu curl its tail like that for a feeding before. That was a new behavior, I think. I am really thinking that our trust stat it may be visualized through Anbu's tail. That would be an interesting thing. Airwell constructed. Traces of the past. Uh-oh. Petrified footprints of an Anbu several meters deep mark the surroundings of the quarry. Option 1. We should follow the tracks and see where they lead us. This is never a good option. This is the impulsive act, and it's not a good thing. We should investigate the tracks more closely. This is the cautious approach. It is normally the right thing to do. We did not come here to follow tracks from the past. This is a rejection which doesn't feel right here. I'm going to investigate more closely. Nothing but stones around here. Let's grab a handful and leave. Okay, we come back with 12 stone. I'm good with that. That's fine. It was a quarry. I didn't expect more. We'll go to this quarry. That party came back with 7 iron ore. Brilliant. They're going to get sent off to a poison forest. I'm sorry. The last time we sent people to a poison forest... Oh, these nomads are not moving. And that's a sleepy spot. Ooh. I see which direction we're going at the crossroads. Those are shrines. We'll get out to those very soon. How we doing here? We have no unemployment at this point. Total housing's 110. How we doing? How we doing? Waiting on this cottage, which needs one more run of glass. Glass is a problem. It is a perpetual problem. What is it for finding the glass blower? Yeah, there hasn't been sand in a long time. Yeah, sand gets found by these folks, and they just haven't found sand lately. There's been no dunes to go raid, but we're about to head that way. We're going to go that way. And look at that. Anbu is walking right past the tasty looking stones. Because we fed Anbu and got Anbu's hunger down to just 4%. Anbu's not interested in food right now. And wags its tail. Brilliant. We're going to just ignore this bloody long cold snap. It doesn't do any actual damage. It does slow the growth of crops, but our crops right now, we've got so much ahead right now. We're doing just fine on food. We have neither of those. Only one Anbu food, 2 Anbu food. Let us come up here to the Anbu kitchen, and I'm going to add a person. And I'm going to add a person to the mycologist. Now, we're not going to get those people right away. They brought back 11 stone. Okay, well, you know. They brought back... I sent them to rock. They brought back rock. Let's send them to a shrine. Anbu accepts our command. We will go pick up these nomads and go to the sleepy spot. Hooray, hooray for the sleepy spot. Temporary temperature decrease might affect the growth of your crops. Yes, this is going to happen. We have run into a bit of a snowstorm, as we can see. We have snow. And our crops are going to be impacted. The mushrooms will be especially hit. This is unfortunate, but it is just the way it is. Decontaminators running back and forth. Going and topping up their tanks and so forth. You know. Boulder, boulder, boulder. Rock, 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 rock. Bit of all those. See, they're making their way up. Going to cause a problem at some point if we don't do something about it. Bakery has a person. They are making bread. Windmill has a person. They're making flour. And our general storage, if we go up here and look, let's see, here's our flour. We got 227 flour and 86 bread right now. Food quality is at 14%. Food variety, 11%, sorry. Housing quality at 8%. Yeah, must have stayed this message. They brought back 10 mushroom, but 2 got poisoned during the scavenge run. That's not a big deal. We have an herbalist, and we are able to crank out the herb. That's not a problem. So we will send the party to the shrine. Okay, we can see further on that there's another big cold snap, and then here's a snoozy spot also, but it's in cold weather, and this is in hot weather. And that's Narrow Range Settlement, and that's a lovely thing, and then there are people to pick up. You must always pick up the people. At this point, I feel almost a responsibility to try to do so. We have a thriving civilization going on here. This village has seen a number of hardships. There have been storms, and there have been poison clouds, and so forth. But look at how much these people have done, and how well they are doing in providing for Anbu and for themselves. In a world where the very ground is poisonous, Anbu is at 23%. We could do something about that. Let us see. We have plenty of herb. Let us go on and do the antidote thing and bring Anbu's poison level down while we have the opportunity and the time. And there goes the hot air balloon with the doctors. Back. And boom, 3%. Anbu feels much better. Anbu is no longer carrying such a load of poison in its system. Always feels good to detox. Let's mark that mushroom for harvest. How are we doing here? We're still waiting on sand. Housing development is stuck until we have more sand. There. Brought back 1 knowledge. That will help with our research here that we are working on. We were short on that. Okay, but that also means that we have a party available. Let's get them out. We have made the turn. We are heading toward the new biome. The warmer biome is a desert biome. We'll have to flip over to doing corn and cactus, I think. That's actually a good thing. We haven't had corn raised in quite a while. Really need to diversify the crops. Sorts of things coming into view. That looks like that is scorching sand. We're going to need to make a run for it. Good news is Anbu will be well rested before we have to. We already have flags up for more people. For the nomads that we are going to be picking up. Let them also put up a flag. Wait on that. Brought back a knowledge. That sounds really odd, but I mean they have to quantify it somehow. Forests and party. This will be a short run. As opposed to this, which is going to probably drop off the edge of the visible area before the party returns. And close to the new biome. Can't see it yet. That's the new water tank. It's not filled up, filling yet. We're a bit low. Wondering if we need more carriers. You know, couldn't hurt. Let's put up a worker post. We're gonna squeeze one in here. This little space here between there and the spine. Boom. We'll drop in a worker post there and we'll make that carriers. Okay. Back with the wood. Do the ruined settlement. And we should be seeing colors change and temperature go up in a minute. So we are getting into the new biome. Yeah, look, we're already starting to see desert plants here. Worker post has been constructed. Cool. This worker post will be set to carriers. Okay. Temperature has changed to hot. We now need to switch to wheat. No, we're going to switch to cactus. I'm going to switch this one. Corn. I'm going to take this one and set it to tomato. A little hot for tomatoes, but we'll manage. That one's still set to wheat. I want to set it over to corn. Okay. Yes, the evaporators are red flagged. Humidity is it's so low as to just completely and utterly stall out. But should be encountering those nomads any second now. We have a bunch of stuff coming up all at once. Yeah. You encountered a small group of nomads looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Absolutely we will. 2 healthy people joined our village. Settlers. Again, we will pick them up. We will take them. They are hungry. We can feed them. How are we doing here? We have no idols. People that we picked up got absorbed almost immediately. We now have people working as carriers. They are scavenging. They are just about to finish. Well, that's that long range one, isn't it? That doesn't look good. Heat wave. Heat wave may or may not be a problem. Group of settlers. Absolutely. We'll pick them up. 5 people. Good gosh. Whew. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna need some serious housing here. How am I doing here? I got 4 unemployed. I know where I want some of them. Don't want it here. Here. This bakery fully stocked, staffed. There's 2 people right there. Warehouses. Warehouses are full. Good. Carriers. Pick up another carrier. Pick up another carrier. Fresh air. Oh, better than that. We're in a sleepy spot. Bristol Anbu's health is 100%. Poison level is only 3%. Hunger, 20%. We could feed Anbu if we wanted to. Sleepiness, 51. Enough that Anbu definitely wanted a nap. Naps are good. Naps are wonderful things. As a child, I did not like naps. Now that I am old, I really appreciate them. That is a dune. Gosh, I've got to hit that. Alright. How did I miss that? That's a problem. We have Scorching Sand. We're going to have to hit the run on that. Heat Wave. We can probably just tolerate it. This is not good. Our water is going really fast. Our water has gone really, really fast. I'm really concerned about this. just got our housing dealt with. Oof. Alright. We have a scavenging party that's probably going to come back with people. Sent them to a settlement. There's... Next thing... Oh, Anbu is waking up? Anbu is awakening. And we're going to do the run thing at some point in the very near future. It's going to be ugly. It happens. You encountered a group of settlers. Absolutely. 4 more people. Send party. Do it now. That's an oasis. We'll send them to there next. Brought back a knowledge. Send them to the oasis. Come back with fresh water. Keep an eye on that. We hit that. I'm going to have to hit the run. We have 4 unemployed. Amazing. Are the kitchens all fully staffed? No. The corn kitchen is now fully staffed. Make polenta. We simply need corn again. There will be corn. Turn off the compost and see if they'll start producing. That should take care of that. Choose your next research. We're going to go with the feeding pump. So that we can feed Anbu with liquid Anbu food, restoring a larger amount of hunger. It does cause a problem because we have to install the feeding tube, and that will hurt. I may or may not build the feeding pump. Let's go in and research it. I have several things that I could build that I'm not doing so. Let's max out our carriers. And we are down to 1 unemployed. This needs to be torn down, and I need to find the next giant stump. There it is. Resources, sawmill, build. Burning sand. We are going to hit run. Anbu is taking damage. This is not good. Go Anbu, go Anbu. Run, 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 run. You do run, 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 you do run, run. Ooh. Ah, 96%. Keep going, keep going. Anbu's heart rate is up to 4.2. Anbu is at 92% health. We're going to need to heal Anbu, which in a way is a good thing. Allows us to get the Chivo. Maybe. We'll be able to feed. We won't be able to detox because Anbu's not carrying. Anbu wags its tail. Bless you, Anbu. Anbu still has trust in us. 34 sand. Spectacular. That is a dune. Send party. Hot weather. Okay, we can go back to walk. Go back to walk. I'll wear the poor Anbu out here. Sawmill's gonna be ready to go in just a minute. That's sorted. And okay, we have a party at an oasis already. Oh, 2 of those or a snoozy spot. It seems like a really obvious choice, and yet. Alright, Anbu is at 89%. That's an 11%. That's an 11% hit. We need to make a decision. I'm gonna let Anbu get a bit closer, and if I don't see anything really in sawmill constructed. There we go. Sawmill has gained its 2 people. We are down to 1 unemployed right now. Okay, fine. Sawmill can just stay there. We're maxed out on carriers. How about this farm? It could use a person. Go. Takes care of that. Go work at that farm. That farm is producing corn, theoretically. Having a bit of a problem trying to produce corn at the moment, as things are a little on the hot side. We're going to go northeast. At this point, I don't see any reason to not go that direction. Anbu is tired. Anbu will appreciate the safe snoozy spot, and it will avoid these. Coming out of one of those now. Should be, there it goes. Clicks back down to hot. Torrid down to hot. Ugh. I spent 6 weeks in Singapore. Point. It was a 90-90 situation. Cottage has been constructed. Brilliant. We finally got the glass that we needed. Waiting decision. After a long walk through the desert, your scavengers can't wait to drink some water. Sadly, they find nothing but a dried out riverbed. I don't have water reserves right now to be able to follow the riverbed upstream to look for the source. I'm going to scavenge for other resources because let's not abandon the effort. Commit. We got 1 glass and 4 knowledge. Good heavens. Okay, no water, but wow, Sin Party. Okay. Here we have wood, stone, and sand. Over here, wood, stone, and carted. We have glass building up a bit. Finally. These are just not working at all. We're in an arid climate and the evaporators aren't working. And the tanks went dry really a lot faster than I expected them to. It was just upsetting. You know what? One that's doing tomatoes. This one's doing corn. I'm gonna flip them over to cactus. Because cactus will produce water. I'll just leave one farm on corn and one on tomatoes. See if we can... Growing cactus should produce water. Turn off the compost. Get it to go a little faster. It's oh, it's hard to say. Switch to making compost. We're fully stocked on biogas. Turn off the compost for right now. Where are we? 33%. Let us go on and feed Anbu Whoop. We don't have time to feed Anbu before we hit the snoozy spot. Gonna be hitting that snoozy spot in just a second here. 26 sand. Brilliant. Sin Party. We'll worry about those dunes in a few minutes. I want to get these oases done. We need the water. Right now, this is where the water is. Scavenger towers. So yeah. How are we doing here? We are at 138, 104, no void. Let us... I'm going to go on, and since we have glass now, I'm going to smash those huts. Deconstruct them. It's going to knock us down by 12, which will take us down to 14. We'll still have 10 extra beds. And then we go cottage and bonk. And prioritize the cottage. Oh, total housing was after. Wow. Good stuff being brought. This needs to be Stone Road. It is busy enough. Let us make it Stone Road. Anbu is waking up. We're out of beats at this point. not growing any. We got huge amounts of beet soup in stock. Got a lot of corn. Gonna make polenta. Oh, bother, scorching sand. I don't like scorching sand. I really don't like it. Anbu's not real thrilled with it either. Anbu is recovering on Anbu's own. You've got, Anbu never got hurt bad enough that we needed to do anything. Really, that we could. Okay, the Forester. I like the Forester. Go. Forester is renewable resources. Compassing. Well, barring any evidence strongly advising against it, we'll be heading south. Pick up these nomads. That finishes the conversion. That hut gonna stay because there's no room for a cottage there. Ouch, we're going to hit this. Once we hit it, I'll give the command to run. Waiting for there it is. The alert. Sorry, Anbu, I know it's hot. Anbu's good with this. We have gained Anbu's trust through a good deal of effort. Nomads either direction. Bloody heck, we can't pick up both of them. That one goes into a green, this one goes on down into desert, more desert. Green is good temperatures, but also a lot of poison. I've been sticking to the more difficult biomes. That's just a heat wave. Not going to worry about it. This, I'm worried about. Almost out of it. As soon as we're out of it, I'll hit the walk. Don't want to wear Anbu out. %. We should feed Anbu. And that's a oh gosh. I need the less difficult temperature here. We'll pick up these nomads, hit this snoozy spot. Anbu makes crash before we'll see what happens. got a second scavenger tower built, and suddenly I have a lot more things to scavenge. I'm thinking the game's adjusting its difficulty reactively according to what I've done and how well my village is doing. At this point, I've broken 100. I've got over 100 people on board. That's pretty amazing. We started with 15 or 20. It was a really small party, and we've built up to back 30 sand. Brilliant. I'm gonna send them to that oasis because we're not out of the desert yet. 38%. Housing is up. It's at 9%. Food quality and food variety are looking pretty good. I need to start thinking about where I'm going to put these people. I'm going to put a second person at the glass worker. Glass dwarf. Just for now. And I think I'm going to hold Resto. See what happens. Oh. Well, bugger. We are in for it now. Well, the title of this episode was, in fact, More Poison, Yay. There it is. Right there. Large poison forest. We're going to have to run Anbu through it in order to... Oh, Anbu's about to snooze. Anbu's going to take a brief snooze on Anbu's own. Before reaching the snoozy spot, we will let Anbu sleep just long enough and to get to the snoozy spot and then wake Anbu back up. Nomads again. Rule is we pick them up. 2 people joined our village. Brilliant. We have 1 unemployed right now. I think this is all staffed. Yeah, Anbu's taking a rest here. There we are. 1 unemployed person is now at the tomato farm. Yeah, sorry, Anbu. We're gonna let you nap for a little bit, for a few minutes. Not very long, though. We need to get you up at some point in the very near future so that we can then move you to the sleepy spot. Good news being, at least we have no ground toxicity to deal with here. It's nice. Things in the village are... Oop. Let's go with the laboratory. The forester. Sort of a farm. Let us put a forester. What if I put a forester like here and put the plots all both sides of the road? Could have put it up here. But heck. We'll let Anbu get down to like 60% here. Okay. Up him out to that one. Short distance. It should be quick. We'll see what we'll see. What are we doing here? We are bringing corn to the storehouse, it looks like. Now we're taking sand to the glass blower. There we go. Corn is getting to the storehouse, and we are starting to see a little polenta accumulating. Still in the hot biome. 63%. We need to get Anbu up and get Anbu fed and move to the proper nappy spot. So we're going to just give Anbu another minute or so to snooze. And then we're going to blow the horn and wake Anbu up and get Anbu moving. Anbu is probably not going to be terribly happy about it, but Anbu needs to get moving. Okay, that sand dune is about to tick over. It ticks over. Hit the shrine there. Forester has been constructed. Excellent. Sand. Send him there. And let us walk. Starting to see very small biomes, patchwork bits. That could get really challenging. We are walking. We are heading toward a change of biome. Got 130 beds, 106 people already employed. Getting up toward the sleepy spot. Yay, sleepy spot. That's also going to put us into a better biome. Just watch. I won't be talking over the next bit as the biome changes and I zoom into farms. No toxicity, normal temperature, humid, spectacular. All right. Huh. Put in second decontaminator. Because I just have this feeling that probably I ought to have this. Just a feeling I've got here. Food variety is kind of crap. We're out of... Oh, we've run out of beet soup. An awful lot of tomatoes. What can I do with tomatoes? Grilled tomato. There. Start making grilled tomato. See what that does. There's no corn. Well, there is corn to process, but no beets to process. So the beet soup, I'm going to put over to polenta. Oops. We need to find actual food for Anbu. The Scoobies are, well, not doing so well. Can't survive on Scooby snacks forever. Gotta get actual food at some point. Even there, that area. Safe area here. Wow. Remember what I said about the green areas being nice for the temperature and all and the climate, but highly conducive to a lot of poison? Another large poison forest over there. Bugger all. Just bugger all. Wow. $22 bread. The shrine. Okay, decontaminator. We don't have people for it yet, but, you know. Oh. 'What I got here? The carriers, these are general workers. I'm gonna release 2 general workers. See about getting a couple of new people. This is going to be a thing. It's going to be such a thing. And here we have a decision of going through more poison forests, or what is the other direction? Good grief, what can it possibly be? Ugh. I released 2 people from general workers, and I think they got soaked by farms or something. Alright, our food variety is, well, leveled out. We're up to 7%, so we're at least gaining a little bit of from there. Food quality is still good. Housing quality is better. It's up to 10%. Get the feeling that it's going to be later versions of housing past the cottage. That. It, ooh, this area just does not look healthy at all. That is not a healthy green. That is a toxic green. And we are about to hit the mother of all. There's no way to avoid it. I want to put that in and see if there's any reason to change it. Alright, let's go reset our worker posts. Be prepared. We are about to hit a big one. Here it goes. Anbu. Prepare to run. Run. Get moving. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go. Are we exiting? Are we exiting? We've exited. Walk. We're out of the poison forest. still finding the damn things. Pretty. Get them all? Maybe? Right. Let's send you back to being carriers. Okay. Got art. Alright, we got a strong thunderstorm with this shit. I feel like that's going to be a lot easier to deal with here. Nothing else, we can try to run past it. I'm not going to deal with two poison forests in a row. This is not happening. Ugh. Alright. I think we've got that back under control. Make sure we get that set. Ugh. I don't know. We might be able to sleep on Boo right before hitting that storm. It's a good question as to whether or not we'll do that. Let's see. We've got the... Alright, the giant poison forest was not as bad as it could have been because of the run command. Also because we got an extra decontaminator now. I want you to go back to making... You know what? Now, you make compost. Let's go to here. If I put a second compost heap there, we should only need one dung collector. But if I could set up a second compost heap that's doing biogas, be a good thing. I need more people. I'm constantly needing more people. I don't know how to get tree saplings. No idea. Well, sh- thunderstorm, strong thunderstorm, large poison forest, patchwork of biomes. The game is ramping up the difficulty steadily. There really isn't any doubt about that at this point. The difficulty is steadily ramping up, and at some point, whoops, 23 bread. At some point, it's just going to get beyond the capability of my village and beyond my capability. Reconstructed. Yeah, we're going to need people to work it. It's going to be at the other end. Kind of waiting for this scavenging party here to finish. They are so close. And they brought back 10 wood. Send them off again to the dune. And then we're going to worry about all this next week. Because we are reaching the top of the hour. And it is time to remind you that trans rights are human rights. That Black Lives Matter and Indigenous Lives Matter, and that if we don't get our act together in a very short time, we're going to be in all sorts of hurt. I'd like to point out a specific set of links here. This is to Aldercone Studios. Aldercone is an indigenous, disabled, queer, trans collective. They are doing some interesting games work. Suggest looking them up, Aldercone Studio. Greetings, Pokemon Fire 84. You're just here in time for the end of the night. We are reminding people that mutual aid is a thing, and that the Indigenous Studio, Aldercone Studios, deserves your support. If you'd like to see more of what I do, I have... Oh, that's all right. I'm here every Sunday night at 8:30 Central Time. You can see the VODs of my previous streams at that URL. You can find the historical fiction that I write, Bread Spotting, at this URL. The first scene is free. And I'd like to also remind people that I'm a member of the Truck Community, a wonderful group of streamers, and you can find the Truck Community schedule at that URL. There's someone on pretty much every night doing various things. We've got a large, thriving community. A lot happening. And that about brings us, I think, to the end of another night. And we will see you here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next week. I am not an Xbox player. I'm sorry, Pokemon Fire 84. I cannot help you with that. I'm playing this on Steam Play under Linux. I do all of my stuff under Linux and not on console, so I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Xbox. And with that, all I can really do is wish you the